Hey guys, in this video we are going to learn how do you install the latest version of Python on your system. So let's see that the latest version of Python that we have as of now is 3.10.5. Okay, so let's see how to install that. So first of all, on Google you can type download Python, hit on enter and go to python.org. okay, python.org. Just open this site, and here on this site you have something called download Python 3.10.5. this is what we need on our system. So you can directly click on this, or else if you hit on downloads, now you might be having different versions of Windows, or you like to install it on a Mac OS. Anything could be your requirement. So all you do, there are different tabs here. This is specifically for Windows 3.10.5, and the same version would be available even for the Mac. And in case you have the Windows 7, few people might be using the older one. So all you do, click on the view full list of downloads. Okay, so if you click on that link, what happens? It shows you different versions that I can use. For example, if I go to downloads and hit on Windows, okay, let's say somebody has Windows 7. So for Windows 7 people, they cannot use all this, cannot be used on Windows 7 and earlier 3.9.11, but 3.8.13 cannot be used on Windows XP or earlier, but on Windows 7 3.8.13 would work. Getting it? So here you can use this link to download. So here, as I feel most of us would be having the latest one, at least on Windows 10, so we can happily go with the 3.10.5. Alright, so let's download it. I'm not going to cut this video, we are going to continue. I don't know how much time this is going to take, but again, if you need to move on, you can always move forward and see what is needed. Otherwise, I will not cut this video. I will ensure everything is clearly, and I'm going to help you step by step. Okay, there are multiple things that you should know, you should be aware. I'm going to let you know. All right, so it's getting downloaded on my system. Okay, now this is the download that you have got. Now it has been downloaded to my download folder. Before you hit on that, there are few things that you should know. So let me go to downloads, and here I have the MSI file. Microsoft installer file is available. Okay, but before I even install this, I need to see if there are already installed Python version on my system, right? So for that, all you can do, you can either type Python, that is one way, or else you can also go to the command prompt. Okay, now if I say Python space version, if I write this way, hit on enter, this tells me as of now I have 3.10.4, but I would like to upgrade it to 3.10.5. Now from the experience of many people around the world, it is recommended that you uninstall, don't do an inline upgrade. I mean, you already have 3.10.4, and on top of that, you can always try that, but people have faced problem. So I would always love to go for a clean installation. For a clean installation, first thing you check that if you already have, then go to add or remove programs and uninstall anything that is already there. Okay, I'm not going to cut this video, so I'm going to go step by step and let you know everything that is required. Okay, so now here let me see if I need to uninstall that Python, right? So I will type Python, and this is the 3.10.4 in the Python launcher. I will select this, I'll uninstall. Okay, so it is going to prompt you for a user access control. Hit on yes. All right, this will take a little bit of time, so you can skip this part, okay, because I'm not going to cut this video. It's uninstalling pip bootstrap. It will take a little time to uninstall completely. Okay, let's wait. So whatever version of Python that you have, you need to uninstall that. Okay. Uninstall, you might have multiple things. So I have two things: Python launcher. These are the normal two things, but again, if you have anything beyond that, please uninstall it. Let's wait. Let's wait. Okay, so now finally the uninstallation was successful. Okay, let's click on close, and let me also uninstall the Python launcher. Anything that you have related to Python, try to click on the USC prompt and uninstall it. Okay, so now the Python has been completely removed. To be better, many people would like to restart the laptop, but it's up to you. I will not be restarting. I will do it later. But here I will go to download. So it has been downloaded. Yep. So let's go to here and double click on this specific file, Python 3.10.5. Okay. So this is the prompt which I see. So let's close everything else and keep only this specific prompt. Install Python 3.10.5 64-bit. So it will automatically detect whatever the version of laptop that you have. Accordingly, the download has been done, and you also have an option to manually check that. Okay, so 64-bit, great. Now there are two different options here, and there are many things to learn here. We cannot skip it. So look at this. Select install now to install Python with default settings. If you go with this, it will just take the default settings, or choose customize to enable or disable features. So install now and customize. So I am going to show you. Install now is pretty simple. You hit on this and it will take the default settings, but I'm going to help you with the customized installation. Now here are a couple of things that I should know. Install now, when you do, it is going to install this application under Rakesh user app data. I mean your username, application data, local programs, Python 3.10. So it is the location where it is just telling you in your C drive, this is where I am going to install it. Okay, and there is something called include IDLE. Now what is IDLE? IDLE stands for Integrated Development Learning Environment. Integrated Development Learning Environment, on which, so you can, many people will install PyCharm, many would like to install Jupyter Notebook, and they would like to practice Python on those specific application. But Python has given you a own environment on which you can develop Python. You can learn Python. That is known as Integrated Development Learning Environment. I'm going to show you. And then there is something called PIP, Python. This is called Package Installer for Python. So PIP is responsible to update the packages, not the Python application, but the packages involved inside Python. What are those packages? The packages are generally required for the Python to, whatever the latest packages are there, dependencies, what you call, for any application to run. All those would be automatically, or you can manually call this PIP and install them. And documentations. So Python documentation, what are different things that you should learn from start to end. this documentation is also available. So by default, when you go for install now, all these three things will be installed. Create shortcut and file association. Okay, so it is going to create a shortcut on your desktop. Now customize installation, where I'm going to show you that. Let's understand these two options. Install launcher for all users. What does this mean? On your laptop, you might have created multiple user accounts, one for you, one for your family or your friends, right? Generally on a laptop, you will have multiple user accounts where you would log in using your username and password, and other people, when they would like to log in, they can, or a guest account, right? You might have created multiple accounts. So install launcher for all users. So it is recommended. So select that, no harm, select that. The second option, which says add Python 3.10 to path. What is path? Path means your command prompt on your Windows, the command prompt using which I can access Python. Would you like to access Python on your Windows command prompt? Yes, of course, I would like to do it. So no harm, go ahead and select this to access Python using Windows command prompt. Okay, Windows command line, I can call Python, and I am going to show you all of that. So add Python 3.10 to path. So which is the version we are using? 3.10.5. Wonderful. So this much is understood. Now let's click on the customize installation. Okay, so customize installation is telling you, if you go for this, you have the option to select or unselect. Let's say I don't want documentation, so you can, so keep it as it is. Okay, I would recommend you to leave it as it is. PIP, I just install PIP, which can download and install other Python packages. Then ideally stands for integrated development learning environment, right? So yes, you should have all that. Python test suite, just go with that. PY launcher for all users, go with that, Python launcher. So all these things you should select and hit on next. Now here, advanced option, it is asking you install for all users. Do you like to install it for all users? Go for it. Okay, in case you want to install for all users. In case you don't want to, leave it. I would like to install for all users. Associate files with Python, require the PY launcher. I mean, if there is any file .py, let's say I am taking a file and naming at .py, it is going to associate. Py means it should open in Python, in this idle, in the Python application. So association I need to do. Create shortcut for installed application. Okay, add Python to environment variable. This is again for Windows. Okay, pre-compile standard library. So leave as it is. Download debugging symbols, download debug binaries. This is optional. I will leave it as it is. Now this one, this will be directly installed in program files Python 3.10. When I say program files Python 3.10, I will go to my C drive, program files. So this is where I would find Python. Okay, so that's fine. That's a proper location. So I'll go with this and hit on install. Okay, and you will get a user access control prompt. Hit on that, and then the setup will continue. Okay, pretty simple process. After this is installed, there are few things, you wanted to know how to create a file, how to write basic commands, where can I learn Python. So all these things I'm going to show you and help you in your Python learning journey. Okay, so just wait for this one to complete. And then I am going to teach you how do you write Python commands on command prompt. There are many things. Okay, there are many things that you should know. What is Python shell, what is Python idle, everything I'm going to show you step by step. So once you go through this video, you'll be quite comfortable to start with Python. To start with, you should know few things. I'm going to help you with all those things. Okay, let the installation continue. All right. Okay. So it might complete pretty soon. Three dot 10.5. And when you are starting your learning journey, always maintain a separate diary or a notebook. Buy a new diary or a new notebook and keep on writing every small thing that you are learning. You should not, many people miss writing. Now they'll continue to read, continue to read, continue to read. That might not help you, because today what you are learning, tomorrow if you would like to recall, there is nothing with you. If you have a notepad, you can just flip the pages and see what you have learned. It will help you to recall in a pretty good way, because this is a language. You have to remember different syntaxes, different code lines, lot of things you need to remember. Okay, and I have an entire playlist. Where you can simply go and start your learning journey. Okay, so let's wait. Pre-compiling standard library. All right. It's raining heavily outside. I hope you are not hearing that sound. Okay. You can skip it, okay? Because I don't want to cut the video, that's why I'm just waiting. Okay. Like, let's wait. Okay, almost done. Maybe another minute. All right. Okay, come on. Come on. 3.10.5. Python 3.10.5. Come on, man. It's taking time. I don't have any other option. I can't skip. I need to wait. But you can skip and go to in the video. Okay, so finally the installation was successful. Okay, now the Python is ready to use, so I'm going to close it. Okay, so I was talking about multiple things that we have installed, right? We need to learn about all of them one by one. So I'm going to type Python. You call it as Python, doesn't matter. Python. So you can see 3.10.5 has been installed. Okay, Python 3.10.5, and with that I have something called idle. I have got something called manuals, which are nothing but your documentation, and there are also module docs. So what are all this? Let's open one by one and let's see. Now first thing, open the 3.10.5. okay, 3.10.5, just click on it. Okay, Python 3.10.5, modify, add or remove individual features, repair, uninstall. Okay, I think I need. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes, I think I need to restart the system. 3.10.5. Okay, sorry. So let me say no. Type Python. Go with this Python 3.10. Okay, 3.10.5. Sorry, I was opening a wrong one. Just do not do anything with this. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes. Okay, so this is known as Python shell. What do you call it? You call it as Python shell, Python shell. Okay, so this is very important to many times you will be confused what is Python shell. So the black window what you saw right now is known as Python shell. Okay, so you call this as Python shell. Now in this Python shell you can write commands, and you can write only one line at a time. So that is so how do I write multiple lines? I'm going to show you. Let's say, for example, let's say print, let's type our own name. No more hello world. Okay, it's up to you. So here let me type my own name, Rakesh. Okay, so when you print within parenthesis, within double quotes or single quote, if you write Rakesh, it prints out Rakesh. But every time what happens is you need to really type only one line at a time. For example, if I want to print something else, hello, hello, hello world. Okay, if I hit on enter, what happened? I think I made some mistake. Print hello world. Okay, it's a double quote I have missed. Double quote and then parenthesis and hit on enter. So these are the simple ones. I'm going to show you where can you learn everything. Okay, so here it is printing one line at a time in Python shell. It's more like a command prompt. Okay, you're writing one line and trying to execute and see the output. Okay, this is known as Python shell. How about me writing multiple lines? So for your learning purpose, you should use something called idle. So I told you, right? Python idle you should open. What is that? Integrated development learning environment. This is what you should open. Okay, so the next thing that you should be aware is Python idle. Python idle stands for integrated development learning environment. Integrated development learning environment. Okay, so this is idle. So what is that? Let's see idle, how that one looks like. So here the white window that will open with saying idle shell. Okay, so this is idle shell. Now on this idle shell I can write multi-line codes. How do you do it? So for that all you have to do, hit on file. First you open this idle, hit on file, create new file. First thing, create a new file, and I'm going to save this file. So you saw right how I did. Once again I'm doing file, new file, and the untitled file will open. You save this file first. File, save as. And for learning purpose I'm just saving it on my desktop, but you can create a folder in your documents or anywhere you like to, and you can save. So here I'm simply giving it a name called my first Python program. Okay, so whatever name you would like to give, you can give that, and at the end you should end with py. What is this py? Py stands for python.py. To save on notepad, the extension will be .txt. For Excel, .xlsx. Similarly for Python it's .py. Okay, so give it a name and save it. So what happened? Now on my desktop this file is there. So let me close it. For example, I'm closing idle. Now you can see my this is the file which got created. The moment you open it, it is going to open in Python idle, because I also have PyCharm, so it is showing PyCharm symbol. Otherwise you can also open it in idle. So idle is also one of the best way. You don't if you wanted to start with PyCharm, you can install PyCharm. I have a video. If not, you can just to start with certain steps, certain videos, you go with idle. I would recommend you start with idle. So I will open idle, and now if I want to open that file open, click on file open and select the file that is there sitting on my desktop, and I'm going to hit on open. So now the file has been opened. Now let's write few things. Okay, for example, let me teach you. Let's say I want to say input. I will create a variable called x, and I'm going to say input, enter your name. So it is going to prompt the user, enter your name. Okay, so this is what I have written. enter your name. Now I would like to see that prompt. Once that prompt appears, not the prompt, it will appear on the idles, this one shell, and there I should enter a value. Once the value is entered, I would like to print that value. Print, and it will say hello, whatever name the person has typed, hello space, and then it should say X means whatever the name he's typing. So this is what the 2-line code I have written. So this will allow you to write multi-line codes. Getting it? In the Python black shell, you have only 1 line at a time you can execute. Here you have multi-line codes you can write and save it. So first of all, let me save this file, save. And if you would like to run, there's an option here, run. You can hit on run module. You should save and run. Okay, now it has prompted me, enter your name. Let's say I'm going to enter Rakesh, and hit on enter. So what is saying? Hello Rakesh. Getting it? So this is your first program. So there are a lot many things like this you must learn, and for all that, all you do, go to YouTube and search for my channel, Automate with Rakesh. Okay, so I'll show you that how do you find all the tutorials that I have created in a very intuitive way. You will be able to learn it pretty easily. Okay, but from basics, keeping in mind from basics I have started for the beginners. You can always follow it. So go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube, and on YouTube you need to search for my channel name. Okay. So let's type Automate with Rakesh. See, it's automatically appearing. So just type Automate with Rakesh. This is my channel name, and go to my channel. And here this is my channel where I'm teaching UiPath, automation, and also I'm teaching Python. So go to the playlist, hit on the playlist, and of course subscribe to my channel. Okay, and here you find Python videos. Right now I have got 80 videos, and I'm going to create it as much as possible to help you guys. So I have 80 videos at the moment. This is the Python video. You should click on it and you should take benefit of all these videos. Okay, I'm not going to run, I'm going to just pause it. Hey, okay, I'm going to pause it. So here you can see 80 videos that I've created. You know how to use, what is Python shell, how to open each file, how do you create a file, all from basic scratch. Okay, from the scratch I am teaching everything on Python. So just follow these videos, and accordingly I'm doing, just do it. Don't go about installing PyCharm at the beginning. Just go about it at the after certain videos I have guided how to install PyCharm, and all these contents are created on PyCharm. So you go step by step and just follow all the videos that I've created. You will get a lot of help. Okay, so thank you. And one more thing I forgot to teach you, command prompt. I was talking about command prompt, right? How do I access Python on command prompt? We can do it. Just open command prompt, and here this is Windows command prompt. It's saying C uses Microsoft Corporation, right? So here if you type py and hit on enter, it tells 3.10.5. so this 3 arrows that you see, this indicates that you are using the Python shell. I told you the Python shell, the black one, when we opened, the moment we say py, it calls that Python shell and it is getting integrated with the command prompt. And now whatever you type in Python commands, there's a print Python command I'm typing, print, and I'm going to say Rakesh. So this is calling that Python shell within Windows, and it is showing me the output Rakesh. Okay, and in Python there are a lot many other things can be done. For example, let's say print, what if I write let's say 60 into, and I want to print this dash symbol, and hit on enter. Sorry, so let me type it again, print, and all this should be in the double quote. So double quote, and then I'm going to say 60 multiplied by dash symbol or star symbol, whatever you like. Hit on enter. Print 60 multiplied by, within code let me use a star. You can see the star has been printed 60 times. So all these things can be done in Python. A lot of interesting things that I've taught. Just go through the series of the videos that I've shown on my YouTube channel. Just follow this playlist and keep on learning. Every day I'm trying to add new videos onto this, and there's ample of videos. Okay, 80 videos, like too much of videos that I have created, which is going to help you learn Python step by step. Okay guys, so thank you. So please do subscribe. This is already a lengthy video. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to meet once again in the next content. Till then, take care. Bye bye.